Welcome to the Complete Outreach Box tutorial. In this video, we'll walk through the platform step by step and explore how Outreach Box helps businesses manage research, outreach, campaigns, and automation in one place. We'll start with the core features of the platform and then explore the additional tools available inside Outreach Box. Let's get started. First, let's start with the dashboard section of Outreach Box. The dashboard gives us a quick snapshot of everything happening across our account. From here, we can monitor campaign activity, usage statistics, and overall platform performance. This helps us quickly understand how our projects and outreach campaigns are performing. Now that we've seen the platform dashboard, let's move on to projects, which is where everything in Outreach Box is organized. Projects help organize campaigns and research activities so everything stays structured and easy to manage. First, let's understand what a project is in Outreach Box. Projects in Outreach Box act as containers for all activities related to a specific goal. Projects help you organize all your research, campaigns, content, and outreach activities around specific goals or topics. Whether you're running an SEO campaign, launching a new product, or managing content for a client, projects keep everything organized and trackable. Each project can include target keywords you want to rank for, content you are creating, outreach campaigns you are running, analytics and performance tracking, notes and documentation, and team collaboration. Remember, creating a project is essential for managing SEO and AEO research, email campaigns, sales campaigns, and influencer research in Outreach Box. We have understood about the project. Now let's create a new project step by step together for better understanding. To create a project, click New Project. These are the essential details we need to fill in to set up our project. First, we need to enter the project name. Here, we are choosing the name Demo Outreach Box. It's always good to choose a descriptive name for your project. After that, we need to choose the website URL we are working on. It's important to provide the correct URL because Outreach Box uses it to crawl and analyze your website in order to generate accurate results. Here, we'll select outreachbox.com as the website URL. Now, we are going to add a description of our project. In this section, include key details about the project. It's good practice to provide a brief summary of what the project is about and what you are trying to achieve. After that, we are going to set the status of this project. We need to choose one option from the 5 available statuses: active, planning, on hold, completed, or canceled. Since we are just starting to work on this project, we will select the planning option. You can choose the status based on your requirements, and the best part is that you can always change it later. After choosing the status, the next step is to set the project priority. Select one of the 4 available options: low, medium, high, or urgent. If this is urgent client work, choose high or urgent. Otherwise, medium usually works well. Here, we will select medium because this project is not very urgent for us. This priority setting helps us manage multiple projects more efficiently later. Now, we are going to set the project budget. If you have a defined budget, entering it here, it will help our team members track expenses and plan the next steps accordingly. Here, we are setting the project budget to $1,500. The budget also helps the team better understand client requirements and plan campaigns more effectively. Next, we are going to set the project timeline by selecting the start date and end date. We are setting this project for 1 year, choosing a start date of February 1st, 2026, and an end date of February 1st, 2027. This helps keep our campaigns time-bound and well-organized. Right now, we are going to add our focus keywords. Focus keywords are the main keywords we want our website to rank for. Here, we are adding our top 5 keywords: email outreach tools, SEO research, AEO research, influencer research tools, and marketing automation tool. You can add multiple keywords, but it's best to start with 5 to 10 primary ones. These keywords will be used throughout the project for content generation, SEO optimization, and research. After that, we are going to add the target audience for this project. It is very important to define your target audience clearly. Here, we are adding our main audience segments one by one, such as SEO agencies, digital marketers, and content marketers. Before entering these details, make sure to research your audience carefully. This step helps Outreachbox personalize research and content strategy for better results. Now we need to add our competitors' website URLs. Adding competitor domains helps us track their performance, compare strategies, and identify gaps for improvement. Here, we are adding 2 main competitors, Hunter and SEMrush. This allows Outreachbox to analyze competitor strategies, compare performance, and discover additional competitors. It is a powerful feature for SEO and outreach campaigns. After that, we need to add our marketing goals. Here, we are setting 2 main goals for our project. One is increase our website backlinks, and another one is improve the SEO and AEO rankings of our website. Always define clear and specific goals in this section, as they help your team stay focused and work toward measurable results. Now, you will see 2 checkboxes at the bottom. The first option is automatically start crawling the website, and the second is automatically detect competitors via SERP. We are selecting both checkboxes, but you can choose either one or both based on your requirements. We recommend selecting both, as this saves time by allowing Outreachbox to immediately crawl your website, analyze your content, and detect competitors automatically. We have filled in all the required details to create the project. Now, we will review everything once more to make sure nothing is missing and there are no mistakes. After rechecking the information, we are ready to create the project. Finally, we click the Create Project button to complete the process. Now, our project is fully set up. It will take some time to process and generate complete results. Once the project is ready, it will appear in our dashboard. From there, we can begin tracking progress and exploring the insights. Now we will click on View Details for our project to see the complete information. This is basically the command center where we can manage and monitor everything related to the project. Now we're in the project overview section. This is where you'll find the important information like the project name, description, status, priority, timestamps, and other important details. Next, we have the Keywords tab. Here, we can view different keyword groups like source keywords, focus keywords, crawled keywords, competitor keywords, researched keywords, selected keywords, and custom keywords. We can also download keywords or add our own custom keywords from this section. After that, we have the LLM Keywords tab. Here, we can see AI-generated keyword ideas along with helpful optimization tips. We can also create more keywords anytime by clicking Generate AI Keywords. Next, we have the Competitors tab. Here you can view your competitor details and analysis. You can also add new competitors anytime by clicking Add Custom Competitor. After that, we have the Analytics tab. Here you can view website analytics, SEO metrics, and overall website performance analysis. Next, we have the Tasks tab. Here you can see all the project tasks, assignments, due dates, and their current status. You can also add new tasks directly from this section. After that, we have the Notes tab. This is where we can keep project notes, meeting notes, and collaboration notes in one place. We can also add new notes anytime from this section. Next and last, we have the Crawled Data tab. Here we can see your website's content analysis, page structure, SEO data, and other important insights. All right, now let's take a quick look at the projects page. At the top, you'll see quick statistics like total projects, active projects, archived projects, and a breakdown by status and priority. We can view our projects in 3 different ways: grid, list, and table. The grid view is great for a visual summary, list helps with quick browsing, and table is ideal when you need detailed information. We can easily manage our projects as they move forward. We can edit a project to update details, duplicate it to create a copy, or delete and archive projects when they're no longer needed. Archiving helps keep our dashboard clean while still preserving the data for future reference. Outreach Box makes it easy to find our projects using the search bar. Just type the project name and we can quickly locate the project we are looking for. We can also use the status filter to quickly sort your projects. Just choose a status such as planning, active, on hold, or completed to see the relevant projects. Another option is the priority filter. We can filter our projects based on priority levels like low, medium, high, and urgent. Filters and search work in real time and are case insensitive, so we can quickly and easily find the projects we are looking for. That's a complete overview of projects in Outreach Box. Now that we understand how projects are organized, let's explore the SEO and AEO research tools. You can run SEO, backlink, or competitor analysis campaigns to quickly find relevant websites, blogs, and resources. No manual research needed. The tool gathers key SEO data, finds contact details automatically, and lets you track your outreach progress with ease. All right, let's dive in and see how it works. Outreach Box helps to streamline and automate the entire link building and content promotion process. It helps users identify relevant websites in their niche, discover the right contacts, run data-driven outreach campaigns, and track performance, all from a single platform. By eliminating manual research and organizing prospects with key SEO insights, the tool enables efficient, scalable outreach that earns high-quality backlinks and improves search engine rankings. Before creating an SEO campaign, we need to set up a project. Now let's create an SEO campaign step by step. To create a new SEO campaign, click the New Campaign button. This opens the campaign setup wizard, which walks us through everything step by step, so nothing feels complicated. First, we fill in a few basic details. Start with the campaign name. We give it a name that's easy to recognize later, like an inclusive speak, backlinks for speech delay. Next, we'll select a project from the project section. Here, we're choosing our project, Outreach Box. After that, we select the research type. We have two options, SEO and AEO. We choose the option based on our campaign goal. If we select SEO, we get keyword, backlink, and ranking data that helps us improve our visibility in search engine results like Google. And if we select AEO, we get data that helps us optimize content for AI search engines, voice assistants, and featured snippets. In this case, we're choosing SEO as the research type since our campaign is focused on search optimization. Next, we choose the campaign type. The campaign type defines the approach we'll use to run our SEO campaign. For example, if we select broken link as the campaign type, it means we'll find broken links on other websites and suggest our content as a replacement. Here, we're selecting the backlinks option because we need strategies that help us identify link opportunities and build backlinks using specific methods for our website. After that, add a brief description. This is where we include a short summary of what the campaign is trying to achieve. Adding a clear and detailed description is always recommended for better project clarity. Now, let's move to keyword selection. This section helps us choose and add the most relevant keywords so we can find accurate and high-quality backlink opportunities for our campaign. Outreach Box allows us to select up to 12 keywords for each campaign. There are two types of keywords available. Crawled keywords. These are the keywords already collected from our website or project. custom keywords. These are new keywords that we manually add based on our own research to improve campaign results. By selecting the right keywords, we can target the most relevant search terms and discover better backlink and outreach opportunities. After that, we configure a few important settings. Max results. This option retrieves up to 120 high-quality and relevant results per keyword, prioritized based on search volume and relevance. Language. Here, we select the language of the websites we want to target. Region. This allows us to choose the specific country or market to get niche relevant results. After that, we have the search queries option. Search queries are automatically generated based on our selected campaign type. We can choose which queries to use, edit them as needed, or add custom queries of our own. These search queries are then combined with our selected keywords to help us find the most relevant prospects. Domain authority, DA. With this filter, we can set a minimum authority score to focus on higher quality backlink opportunities. Now let's select Contact Discovery. If we enable the Contact Discovery option, the system will automatically find domain-based emails, contact details, and social profiles for each prospect. In this case, we're enabling it because we need the contact details for outreach. Next, we are moving to campaign scheduling. Campaign scheduling allows us to either run the campaign immediately or schedule it to start automatically at a specific date and time. Before launching, review all the details once to make sure everything is correct. Once that's done, then, simply click the Create button to start the campaign. Once the campaign has finished running, we can view all of our campaigns from the campaign dashboard. Here, Outreach Box shows a list of all campaigns along with their names and current status. For example, you might see campaigns like competitor analysis, inclusive speak, backlinks for speech delay, or other backlink campaigns. Each campaign also has a status indicator, such as completed, so we can quickly see which campaigns have finished processing. This dashboard makes it really easy to manage multiple campaigns and track their progress all in one place. If you want to explore the results of a campaign, simply click on the campaign name. Once we open a campaign, we're taken to the campaign details page. At the top of the page, Outreach box shows a campaign progress summary. This section gives us a quick overview of how the campaign is performing. We can see useful metrics like the total prospects discovered, processed results, and overall campaign activity. These numbers help us quickly understand how many opportunities the campaign has generated. We can also see the campaign status, which tells us whether the campaign is running, scheduled, or completed. Another helpful detail here is the last run time, which shows when the campaign was most recently executed. This is especially useful when you're managing multiple campaigns and want to keep track of the latest updates. Next, we move to the prospect research section. This is where Outreach box shows all the prospects discovered during the campaign. These prospects include websites, blogs, and online resources that are related to our selected keywords and search queries. Instead of spending hours manually searching the web for backlink opportunities, Outreach box automatically finds and organizes these results for us. Each prospect represents a potential outreach opportunity where we can build backlinks, promote our content, or start collaborations. From here, we can review and analyze the prospects to decide which websites are the best targets for our outreach efforts. After prospect research section, we have the analytics part. This helps us track the progress of our prospects by showing their current status, such as newly discovered prospects or prospects that have already been processed. Finally, we have top domains. This section highlights some of the most valuable domains discovered during the campaign, helping us quickly identify high-quality backlink opportunities. Using the insights from prospect research and analytics, we can now identify the most relevant websites for our outreach. From here, we can start reviewing prospects, analyzing their SEO value, finding contact details, and preparing our outreach campaigns. Now that we've explored the SEO and AEO research tools, let's move on to sales research. This feature helps businesses identify potential companies and leads that may be interested in their products or services. This platform helps sales teams discover, organize, and manage B2B companies for outreach in a simple, structured way. Using advanced SERP-based web search and contact discovery, you can find relevant companies by industry, location, or specific keywords. No manual research required. Create and manage campaigns while tracking progress in one place, and use the Companies section to view, filter, access contact details, and export discovered businesses. The Analytics section provides a complete overview of total campaigns, companies found, contacts discovered, contact discovery rate, and the full conversion funnel from discovery to conversion. All right, let's dive in. The purpose of sales research is simple: to make B2B lead generation faster, smarter, and more organized. This tool helps sales teams discover relevant companies using advanced web search, automatically find contact details, and manage everything through structured campaigns. Instead of doing manual research, you can track companies, monitor contact discovery, and measure your outreach performance all in one place. It's built to help you move from just finding companies to actually converting them into real opportunities. Before creating a sales campaign, we need to set up a project. A project is the main topic or content we're working on, like a blog post, and it keeps everything organized in one place. We go to the project section, click Create Project, and once it's set up, we can track all related outreach activities. Now that our project is ready, we can launch SEO, AEO, sales, influencer, and email campaigns, all from one place. Now, let's create a sales research campaign step by step. To create a new sales campaign, click the New Campaign button. This will open the campaign setup wizard, which guides us through the entire process step by step, so everything stays simple and easy to follow. First, we fill in a few basic details. Start with the campaign name. Just give it a name that's easy to recognize later. Here, we're naming our campaign Outreach Box E-commerce Kolkata. Next, we'll select a project from the project section. Here, we're choosing our project, Outreach Box. After that, we add the campaign description. This is where we include a short summary of what the campaign is trying to achieve. Adding a clear and detailed description is always a good idea, as it helps keep the project organized and easy to understand later. Next, we have the AI agent integration section. Here we have two options, Research Agent and Web Search Agent. We can select the AI agents we've created for specific tasks. These agents help us with research, web searches, and even content generation, making the whole process much faster and easier. After that, we move to the keyword selection section. This is where we choose and add the most relevant keywords so we can find accurate potential leads for our campaign. There are two types of keywords we can use. Crawled keywords. These are keywords that have already been collected from our website or project. Custom keywords. These are new keywords that we manually add based on our own research to get better and more targeted results. Next, we have the search queries section. This is where we define how and where the tool searches online to find the specific companies we want to target. The more specific and targeted your queries are, the more accurate your campaign results will be. You can also add custom search queries here to improve your search results and discover more relevant companies. After that, we have the sales signals section. The sales signals section helps you target companies that are showing buying intent or growth activity, which means they are more likely to need your product or service right now. Next, we have max results. This setting controls how many results the system will retrieve for each keyword. It can fetch up to 120 high-quality and relevant results per keyword, prioritized based on search volume and relevance. After that, we have the language section. Here, we select the language of the websites we want to target. Next, we have the region option. Here, we choose the country or market we want to target so we can get more niche-relevant results. After that, we have the search source option. The search sources section lets you choose which platforms the tool should scan to find company information. It basically controls where your leads are discovered from. For example, if we select LinkedIn, the tool will search specifically for company profiles on LinkedIn. Next, we have the Contact Discovery section. This section automatically finds email addresses and phone numbers for the companies you've discovered. To activate this feature, simply turn on Enable, and the system will start discovering contacts automatically. For example, if you set max contacts per company to 3, the tool will try to find up to 3 contacts for each company. After that, we have the campaign scheduling section. Here, we have 2 options, Run Now and Schedule for Later. Campaign scheduling allows us to either run the campaign immediately or schedule it to start automatically at a specific date and time. For this campaign, we're choosing the Run Now option. Next, and finally, we have the search engine option. Here, we select the search engine that will be used for this campaign. Search Engine 1. This is the default search engine that uses the Tor browser pool. Search Engine 2. This option uses Yahoo Search with a standalone browser. For this campaign, we are choosing Search Engine 1. Now we've filled in all the necessary details to run a sales campaign. Before launching, review all the details once to make sure everything is correct. Once that's done, we hit Create and Start Campaign. Now the campaign has been created, and we just need to wait a few minutes for it to run completely and collect contacts and other important details for our sales team. Once the campaign has finished running, we can view all of our campaigns from the campaign dashboard. Now that the campaign has finished running, we can view all of our campaigns from the campaign dashboard. The campaign dashboard gives us a complete overview of every sales research campaign we have created. From here, we can quickly track campaign performance, monitor progress, and manage all our research campaigns in one place. We can filter campaigns by project, status, or created by, making it easier to focus on specific campaigns within larger projects. There is also a search bar, which allows us to quickly find a campaign by name. Each campaign card provides several important details at a glance. First, we see the campaign name and the campaign description, which help us quickly understand the purpose of the campaign. Next, we can see the campaign status, such as completed, running, or failed, which tells us the current state of the campaign. We can also see the project associated with the campaign, along with the date it was created and the user who launched it. Another important section here is the progress indicator. This shows how many companies have been discovered and how much of the campaign process has been completed. This makes it easy to quickly understand how successful a campaign has been at finding potential leads. On the right side of each campaign, we have a few actions available. We can click View to open the campaign and explore the companies and contacts that were discovered. If a campaign is no longer needed, we can also archive it to keep the dashboard organized while still preserving the data for future reference. Now that we understand how the campaign dashboard works, let's open a campaign and explore the companies that were discovered during the research process. When we click View on a campaign, we enter the campaign details page, where we can monitor the entire research process and review the prospects that were discovered. At the top of the page, we see the campaign name and description, which remind us of the goal and purpose of this campaign. Just below that, we have several campaign control options. From here, we can refresh the campaign data, restart the job, force stop the campaign, or even delete the campaign if it's no longer needed. These controls help teams manage campaigns efficiently, especially when running large-scale research tasks. Next, we see the campaign progress section, which provides real-time insights into how the campaign performed. Here, we can see the total number of searches performed, the number of SERP calls made, and how many steps of the campaign process have been completed. We can also see the total number of prospects found, along with any failed searches that may have occurred during the research process. The progress bar shows the overall completion status of the campaign, helping us quickly confirm whether the campaign finished successfully. Below the progress section, we can view the keywords used in this campaign, which helps us understand how the system discovered these prospects. Next, we have the campaign details panel, which shows the configuration used when the campaign was created. This includes information such as the search type, whether contact discovery was enabled, and the methods used to discover contact details. For example, contact discovery can include email extraction, contact page search, and social profile search. We can also see the sales signals used for targeting, such as hiring activity, funding announcements, or company expansion. These signals help identify companies that may currently have a higher likelihood of needing your product or service. Now, let's look at the prospects section, where all discovered opportunities from this campaign are listed. Each row in this table represents a potential company or organization identified during the research process. For each prospect, we can see details such as the title of the source page, the URL, the domain name, and the type of entity discovered. We can also see the keyword that triggered the discovery, helping us understand which search query led to that result. Another important column here is contacts, which indicates whether contact information has been discovered for that prospect. If contact details are available, the system will show how many contacts were found. From the Actions column, we can click Discover to run deeper contact discovery and gather more information about that company. If we want to save these prospects for future outreach, we can also add them directly to My Companies, which organizes them into our main company database. Just like other sections of the platform, we also have filtering tools here to help us refine the prospect list. Finally, if we want to export the campaign results, we can click Export CSV to download the entire prospect list for external use. This allows teams to integrate their research data with other tools such as CRMs, outreach platforms, or internal databases. And that's how the campaign details page helps you review campaign performance, explore discovered prospects, and move promising companies into your sales pipeline. After that, let's explore the companies section, where all the businesses discovered during our sales research campaigns are stored. This section acts as a centralized database of every company the system has discovered through our campaigns. Here, we can easily browse, filter, and manage thousands of potential B2B leads collected through the research process. Below the filters, we can see the discovered companies list, which shows all the businesses identified by our campaigns. In this example, the system has already discovered thousands of potential companies, giving us a large pool of leads to explore. Each row in this table represents a discovered company and includes several important details. First, we see the title, which usually represents the web page or source where the company was found. Next, we have the URL, which links directly to the page where the company information was discovered. Then we see the domain, which helps identify the company's main website. The type column indicates whether the entry is recognized as a company or another type of entity. Next, we have the status, which shows whether the company has been successfully discovered and added to the system. The table also shows who last updated the record, along with any associated job or role information if available. One of the most important columns here is contacts. This tells us how many contact details, such as email addresses or phone numbers, have been discovered for each company. If we want to use this data outside the platform, we can also click Export CSV to download the company list and use it in other tools like CRM systems or outreach platforms. Now let's move to the analytics section, where we can see the overall performance of our sales research activities. The analytics dashboard gives us a complete overview of how our campaigns are performing, how many companies have been discovered, and how effective our contact discovery process has been. The Sales Research Analytics dashboard helps us track performance, measure results, and continuously improve our B2B lead generation strategy. Now that we already know how sales research works, let's explore influencer research in detail. This tool helps you discover influencers across different platforms and collect their contact details for outreach campaigns. This tool helps you discover, analyze, and manage influencers in one place. It helps teams find, categorize, and store influencer profiles across platforms like LinkedIn, track campaign and influencer progress, monitor contact availability, and analyze overall performance through a centralized analytics dashboard. It's designed to systematically organize and manage influencer discovery at scale. All right, let's dive in. Influencer Research Tool is to help teams systematically discover, organize, and manage influencers at scale using keyword-based web research. It centralizes influencer data, structures it into campaigns, tracks discovery and contact availability, and provides analytics to monitor progress, making influencer research faster, more organized, and easier to manage without manual searching. Before creating an influencer research campaign, we need to set up a project. A project is the main topic or content we're working on, like a blog post, and it keeps everything organized in one place. We go to the Project section, click Create Project, and once it's set up, we can track all related outreach activities. Now that our project is ready, we can launch SEO, AEO, sales, influencer, and email campaigns, all from one place. Now let's create an influencer research campaign step by step. To create a new influencer campaign, click the New Campaign button. This will open the Campaign Setup Wizard, which guides us through the entire process step by step, so everything stays simple and easy to follow. First, we fill in a few basic details. Start with the campaign name. Just give it a name that's easy to recognize later. Here, we're naming our campaign Outreach Box Marketing Influencer. Next, we select a project from the Project section. Here, we're choosing our project, Outreach Box. After that, we move to the Keyword Selection section. This section helps us select and add the most relevant keywords so we can find the right influencers to promote our product. There are two types of keywords we can use here. Crawled keywords. These are keywords that have already been collected from our website or project. Custom keywords. These are new keywords that we manually add based on our own research to get better and more targeted results. Next, we choose the target platform. This is where we select which platforms we want to search to find influencer contact details. For example, we can target platforms like LinkedIn or Instagram, depending on where our ideal influencers are most active. After selecting the platform, we choose the search type per platform. This lets us define what kind of results we want from each platform. For example, on LinkedIn, we can choose profiles to find individual professionals. And on Instagram, we can select all, which allows the system to search both channels and videos. Next, we have the Target Region option. Here we select the country or market we want to target so we can get more niche-relevant influencers. For this campaign, we're choosing India. After that, we move to the Filter section. This section helps us narrow down influencers based on their audience size and engagement. For example, we can filter influencers by follower count. We can also filter by engagement rate from 0% to 100% to find influencers who actively interact with their audience. Next, we have Max Results. This setting controls how many influencer contacts the system will collect for the campaign. The tool can fetch up to 120 influencer contact details per campaign based on the keywords and platforms we selected. After that, we have the Campaign Scheduling option. Here, we can decide whether we want to run the campaign immediately or schedule it to start later at a specific date and time. Next, we have the Contact Discovery section. This feature automatically finds contact details for each influencer discovered during the campaign. Once influencers are found, the system will try to collect information such as email addresses, contact forms, and social media profile links. After that, we move to the Search Engine option. Here, we select which search engine the campaign will use. Search Engine 1. This is the default option that uses the Tor browser pool. Search Engine 2. This option uses Yahoo Search with a standalone browser. For this campaign, we're choosing Search Engine 1. Next, and finally, we have the AI Agent integration section. Here we have two options, Research Agent and Web Search Agent. We can select the AI agents we've created for specific tasks. These agents help with research, web searches, and even content generation, making the whole process much faster and easier. Now we've filled in all the necessary details to run an influencer research campaign. Before launching, it's always a good idea to review all the settings once to make sure everything is correct. Once that's done, we simply click Create Influencer Campaign and Start Campaign. Now the campaign will start running and begin discovering influencers and collecting their contact details automatically. Now that the campaign has been created, the system will start discovering influencers based on the keywords, platforms, and filters we selected. Once the process starts collecting results, we can view them inside the Discovered Influencer section. This page shows all the influencers that the system has found during the campaign. At the top, we have a search bar, which allows us to quickly find a specific influencer by name. Next to it, we have several filter options that help us narrow down the results. For example, we can filter influencers by project, status, platform, type, or creator. These filters make it much easier to organize and review large lists of influencers. Below that, we can see the influencer results table. Each row in the table represents a single influencer discovered by the campaign. The table provides several important details about each influencer. First, we see the influencer name, which identifies the profile that was discovered. Next, we have the platform column, which shows where the influencer profile was found, such as Instagram, Twitter, or other platforms. After that, we have the type column, which describes the category of the influencer, such as content creator. Then we have the status column, which shows the current stage of the influencer within our workflow. Moving further, we can also see additional data like followers, engagement, and location, depending on the information available. Next, we have the profile URL, which provides a direct link to the influencer's social media profile. This makes it easy to quickly visit the profile and review their content before outreach. One of the most useful columns here is the contacts section. This shows how many contact details were discovered for that influencer. By clicking on the contact count, we can view details such as email addresses, contact forms, or other available contact methods. This makes it easy for marketing teams to reach out directly to influencers without needing manual research. If needed, we can also select multiple influencers from the list using the checkboxes on the left side. This allows us to manage, organize, or export influencer data more efficiently. On the top right side, we also have the Export CSV option. This lets us download the discovered influencer data so it can be used in other tools or shared with the marketing team. Finally, if we want deeper insights into our campaigns, we can move to the Analytics tab. The Analytics section helps us track campaign performance and understand how many influencers were discovered and analyzed. And that's how the influencer research system in OutreachBox helps you discover, organize, and manage influencers at scale. With automated discovery, contact collection, and powerful filtering tools, you can build influencer outreach campaigns much faster and more efficiently. Now that we've discovered influencers and collected contacts, the next step is reaching out to them. And that's where the email outreach system inside OutreachBox becomes useful. Let's take a closer look at how the email system works. This part of the platform helps you create, send, and manage email outreach campaigns from one organized dashboard. With OutreachBox, you can connect your email accounts, build automated email sequences, manage templates, warm up your inboxes for better deliverability, and track campaign performance. Everything is designed to make email outreach simple, scalable, and efficient. Let's walk through each section step by step. First, we open the Accounts section. This is where we manage all the email accounts connected to OutreachBox. Before sending any campaigns, we need to connect at least one email account. To do that, we simply click Add Email Account. OutreachBox supports multiple providers such as Gmail, Google Workspace, Outlook, Yahoo Mail, and others. For Gmail or Google Workspace accounts, we can connect using Google OAuth authentication, which is the most secure option. OAuth allows us to connect our email account without sharing our password, ensuring maximum security. Once the account is connected, it will appear in the list along with important details such as account status, sending limits, and usage statistics. From here, we can manage, monitor, or remove email accounts whenever needed. Next, we move to the Campaigns section. This is the main area where we create and manage all our email campaigns. The campaign dashboard shows all campaigns in one place. Here we can quickly see campaign status such as running, paused, or completed, along with performance metrics like open rates, replies, and clicks. To create a new campaign, click New Campaign. This opens the campaign setup wizard, which guides us through the entire process step by step. First, we add the campaign details, such as the campaign name, description, and campaign type. We can choose between a one-time email or a multi-step sequence campaign. Next, we select the sending email accounts that will be used for the campaign. Using multiple accounts helps distribute the sending volume and improves email deliverability. After that, we choose the contacts we want to send the campaign to. Contacts can be selected individually, or we can choose entire groups or tags to target specific audiences. In the next step, we create the email sequence. Each step represents an email in the campaign. For example, we might send an introduction email first, wait 2 days, and then send a follow-up message. We can add delays, personalize messages, and even stop the sequence automatically if a recipient replies. Once everything is ready, we launch the campaign, and Outreach Box will automatically handle the sending schedule. Next, we have the Templates section. Templates help us save and reuse email content for future campaigns. Instead of writing every email from scratch, we can create templates for common outreach messages. For example, we might create templates for cold outreach, partnership requests, product promotions, or follow-up emails. Templates can also include personalization fields, such as the recipient's name or company. This allows us to send personalized emails at scale while saving time. Whenever we create a campaign, we can simply select a template and adjust it as needed. Next, we move to the warm-up section. Email warm-up is an important feature that helps improve email deliverability. When a new email account starts sending large numbers of emails, email providers may treat it as suspicious activity. Warm-up solves this problem by gradually increasing email activity over time. The system automatically sends and receives small numbers of emails between trusted accounts, which helps build a positive sender reputation. This process helps ensure that your campaign emails land in the inbox instead of the spam folder. Next, we have the inbox section. This is where we can view and manage replies from our outreach campaigns. Instead of checking multiple email accounts separately, Outreach Box brings all responses into one unified inbox. From here, we can read replies, respond to prospects, and manage conversations easily. This makes it much easier for teams to track conversations and follow up with potential leads. Finally, we have the analytics section. This section provides insights into how our email campaigns are performing. We can track important metrics such as open rates, click rates, reply rates, and overall engagement. These insights help us understand what's working and where improvements can be made. By analyzing campaign performance, we can continuously optimize our outreach strategy. And that's how the email section in Outreach Box helps you manage outreach campaigns from start to finish. From connecting email accounts and building automated sequences to managing replies and analyzing performance, everything is organized in one powerful platform. With Outreach Box, teams can scale their email outreach while maintaining personalization, control, and high deliverability. After exploring the core research and outreach tools, let's take a quick look at some of the additional features available in Outreach Box. These tools support collaboration, content creation, and campaign management across the platform. First, we have the contacts section. This is where all contacts discovered from different campaigns are stored and organized. You can filter, manage, and reuse contacts for future outreach campaigns. Now that we've seen how contacts are organized, let's explore the content generation tools. The content generator helps users quickly create marketing and outreach content using AI. It can assist with writing emails, blog ideas, outreach messages, and more. Next, we have the design section. This tool allows users to create visual assets and marketing graphics directly within the platform. Next, we have AI agents, one of the newest features in Outreach Box. AI agents help automate research, content generation, and other tasks across the platform. Next, we have the knowledge base. This section contains guides and documentation to help users learn more about the platform. Finally, we have the community section, where users can connect, share ideas, and learn from other Outreach Box users. And that's the complete overview of Outreach Box. From research and influencer discovery to email outreach and AI automation, Outreach Box brings all your outreach tools together in one platform. This makes it easier for teams to discover opportunities, connect with the right people, and manage campaigns efficiently. Thanks for watching, and we hope this tutorial helps you get started with Outreach Box.